Oh, aren't that cute?
Welcome back to the morning show on XL17. It's time for This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zadora. How are you, sir?
Good, good.
Good, good.
Yeah, spring has sprung.
Spring has sprung.
It has. I mean, you can literally see the trees blowing up from up on the ridge.
Yeah, the pollen.
Yeah, well, you can see that. Well, you can see that all over the cars. But spring is here.
Nice.
Moving forward, life is good.
Cool.
We've been
Busy?
not as busy as we'd like, but nobody is.
But are you ever as busy
yeah, I
as
mean,
you'd like?
oh yeah, oh no, there's there are times when we're
No, there's
much busier
hold
than
on.
we would
There
like.
is a difference between busier than you like and busier than you can handle.
Yeah, well, we've never run into that we couldn't handle.
Well, then you're
So
never
we'd
too
like
busy.
to kind of, well, we don't like, we like to be able to take a breath once in a while.
I see. I see. There you go.
So it's been talking to people. There's a couple that came in from Texas, retired policemen, and we're going to see what we can do to help them out. If you're coming, you knew when you left your house that you were coming. So whether you were a day away, 3 days away, whatever, call and say, well, we're going to be there about this day. It makes things so much easier because we do have plans. We're taking care of other people. So we put a house up last week and it's under contract this week. Things that are priced right, ready to go, are still selling. The numbers are down some year over year. And I think that that's got a lot to do with it. Stuff that's ready to go goes. People still want to come here. People are still looking to enjoy the Ozarks. They're still here trying to get away from there, wherever there may be. Gas is a little more expensive, so they're a little more aware of driving and how far they're going to drive and things like that, mileage. But people, spring, the river was packed the past couple of days, just absolutely packed. They were standing on top of each other down there wading and fishing.
That's cool.
With the spring breaks all across the country happen, they don't all happen
Yeah,
at the
they-
same
they
time.
kind of
They
spread
kind
out a
of
little bit.
shift back and forth.
Yeah.
Are you seeing that influencing your market here?
I haven't seen the excuse me. I haven't seen the spring breakers as much. I know we have people here that leave to go other places, for spring break. There's been, with travel being the way it has been with TSA and things, that's kind of slowed things down. So you get more people that are driving to places as opposed to flying.
But
and,
then with
and
gas
more
being
staycations.
with gas being at $3.59 a gallon,
Yeah, but it's still better. It's still better than buying an airplane ticket and spending half of your vacation stuck in line waiting to get through. So, people are more apt to say, okay, well, we can take 3 days and we'll jump in a car and go to whatever. And that's a good thing because there's a lot of things to do here. There's so much outdoor activity to do, the bike trails, all of the stuff that we have here is just so conducive to people coming to visit. The natural state is a great term for us. I like that better than the Diamond State, but I don't know what the official designation is. I've seen both, CNN license plates and things, because you've got so much. The rivers, the lakes, 3 rivers, 2 lakes, and just a great place to be. We're in God's country, Bobby. We're in God's country.
what seems to be the trend right now? People looking for farms, looking for mini farms, just looking for 322s.
There's people that are looking for a little bit of space. They're looking for like 10 acres that they can go out and, whether they're going to farm it or not, but just to kind of have that nobody's
The space.
the space around them on either side. That matters a lot to people. That's what they're looking for. But they want it. They want natural gas. They want sewers. They want regular water, things like that, and they don't want to be more than 5 minutes away from the hospital.
You gotta
Obviously,
give a little to get a little.
that's not the case. So you sit down and they don't know what they don't know. And I use that a lot because people don't. When you go someplace new, you got an idea of how it is, and you've looked at pictures or you've read an article or two. Stay off of Facebook if you're looking for real information. And they read it, so they think, okay, well, I want that. Or they want a house on the lake. Well, we've got the core line. We don't, the only place you can do that is on Mallard Point. If you got $2 million to start, then you can get a house on the lake. But that's really about it. The river's the same way. People want to be, or people say that they want to be on the river. Personally, we have found that being up above the river is a much better view. It's a much, you're not fighting the weather, the fog, the moisture every day. And being above that and being able to overlook everything is a much better view, because I can see Missouri, Bull Shoals, Mountain Home. The guy who's across the river from me, he
Can see you.
He can see my bluff. Well, he can't even see me sometimes. He can see my bluff, and when the fog's there, he can't even see that. It's kind of cool to go out in the morning, and all you can see is the witch's hat in Cotter sticking
the
up
water
over
tower.
sticking up over the clouds, and that's a pretty cool thing. And people, they're looking for a little bit of space. Then we have some people that have been here for a while, and they're not going to go back home, wherever home may be. They're going to stay here. So they're looking to move into town. They may be living out in Yellville, Norfolk, places where they're driving farther than they had at the time. Didn't matter. You may be up in Promised Land, Oakland, and it didn't matter when you moved here because you were 50 years old, 60 years old, and the drive was nothing. Well, now you're 75, and you can't drive it as well at night, and you can't make it back and forth to church or the doctor's appointments and things like that. And those are the people that we, it's the right home for the right time of your life, and it's realizing what stage of your life you're in and what is going to be best for you. So we've helped a couple people. We're looking at some houses now. People that were out a little bit, move them back in. Dad can't push that tractor and cut that 20 acres anymore, and you don't want it to get so far away from you, the maintenance of things, that when it comes time to sell, that it's going to hurt you, and you don't want to be overextending yourself and physically either, you push the tractor parts of the day. You're going to get to that point. It's like, it's not worth it. We'll work on the income tax later, but I'm not gonna push this tractor anymore. And we see that where mom's afraid of dad being out there. She's afraid of him being out too far and having a little accident or something turns into a bigger thing. So finding someplace closer to home, someplace closer to town where you've got the doctors, the churches, all the shopping, just the ease of life being here. And having neighbors closer to you that if you need something, you can get it a lot easier. And that's a big part of it, finding the right home.
With the interest rates fluctuating, seems
Yeah.
like every month they're up or down, up or
It's
down,
every
up or
week.
down.
Yeah.
Are you finding that the buyers are adjusting to that? They're realizing that if we're going to get a house, we might as well do it now?
Well, those that can do it are doing it. It's a tough thing to do. And they bounce around like they're like ping pong balls, because every day something new occurs, and as those things happen, that is reflected in the interest rates. So we're up into the low mid sixes again. It's gone up a couple times. They're a little concerned about inflation right now, and what are they going to do about that? The job numbers were pretty good, so that was a good sign. But then you look at the gas prices and just that little uncertainty, that little cloud that's hanging over everything, that affects people. And I think that this will get wrapped up sooner rather than later, and people will be able to say, oh, okay, this is where we are now, and go forward. But the number of homes, people are still, the number of homes on the market, we're over 500 homes again. So people are making plans. They're making plans to move on. There's sicknesses in the family, whatever the reason may be that they're coming on the market. Some just looking, like you say, looking to downsize. We're seeing a lot of that, just trying to downsize and trying to get a little more comfortable. So,
With the market fluctuating and shifting around, if you've got somebody out there, if there is somebody out there that's wanting to get their house on the market in May, what's the best advice you can give them?
start cleaning, start getting yourself together, start moving, getting stuff packed up, make 3 piles, Salvation Army, garbage, take with us.
Kids?
Whatever's, yeah, have the kids come by first and take what they want and make them take that with them. Not, oh yeah, I'll take this when you're gone. No, you take it right now and be done with it. Because otherwise I have to move it again, and then we'll move it again. And I won't have enough space in the new place to be able to, that's a big thing. People start to go through, and if you got a barn and you start to go through that, and it's a project. Oh yeah, I forgot about this, and guys don't want to throw things out because we know that we're going to need that somewhere in the next 5 years. Well, we're going to need that, and so we like to keep those things so we have them. It's just kind of a guy thing.
Folks watch this show all over the country.
Yes.
What advice would you give to them to prepare to come to this area? And the different challenges in the market here, what are they looking for?
Yeah, if you're thinking of coming here, if you're no matter where you're thinking of going, go there. Go there and take and see what the market's like. We have people that leave here and they say, well, we're going to go to Florida, we're going to go to Arizona, whatever, but they haven't been there in a number of years. You're going to be pleasantly surprised coming here as opposed to going other places when you look at the taxes, license plates fees, driver's license fees. I mean, there's a litany of things that we are much less expensive than you're used to paying right now, especially on the property tax end and stuff like that. People say, yeah, but I got to pay tax on my pension. The difference that you're going to pay in that tax and your pension, you're going to make that back up in a couple months with what you're saving by not paying all the fees on your cell phone bill and your cable and all the other stuff that you're paying now that you don't even realize that you're paying. You get all these little insidious fees that are hidden in the market in the bigger cities and stuff for them to raise money. That's really the problem.
Let's take a look at your numbers.
This week in real estate, there were 73 new listings came on the market, 4 commercial properties, 21 parcels of land, 48 homes came on the market. They range in price from $62,000 to $2.3 million. There were 3 houses over $1 million came on this week. 2 properties are taking backups. 19 properties sold. 2 commercial properties, 2 parcels of land, 15 homes closed. They range in price from $460,000 to $30,000. So the average sale price this week was $217,000 with 85 days on market. So the days on market is coming down a little bit from where we were, and that's a good sign that the market is moving forward. 22 properties expired. There were 30 residential price changes. Currently, we have 514 homes listed on the MLS. Those are homes that you can walk in and buy. That's not ones that are active contingent or taking backups or anything else. Those are free and clear, ready to be purchased. 207 of those are in Mountain Home. Year to date, for 2026, there's been 236 homes have sold. The median sale price has been $211,000 with 88 days on market. Last year, there had been 258 homes that sold. Median sale price was $200 last year. The best for volume of homes from 100 to 199, there's 99 houses available. From 200 to 299, there's 118, and that's a goodly number of homes out there that are available, that are affordable. First-time home buyers can get into them. There's different programs. There's still, FHA is still a great way to look at things, VA. Those are the kind of things that can help you get started. You got to, if the rates, and I won't say if, when the rates come back down, and even if they get into the low 6s, high 5s, there'll be a big push again for people. There's a demand out there. People want to buy, and the home that you may be able to pick up now may not be there when the rates drop, and you'll find the number of people that are looking is going to change. So there's a lot of moving pieces to the market right now, but everybody's got their own story to tell, and maybe it's time for you to tell yours. Give my honey a call. She's at 870-405-0793. Check out the website, retiredtoarkansas.net. The whole MLS is on there. We pay for the IDX on there, and the cameras and everything else.
There you go. It's been This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zadora. We'll see you next week.